Hey there. I've got this Lockwood MT5. Technically, it's an MT5 Plus. It does have the 5 sliders and the alpha spring in the back, but these came really heavily mastered, and so the sliders have double gates, and they actually had one pin. Oh, I have 3 of them. They each had just one pin and pin stack right up front. So what I've done is I've disassembled all 3 and picked out the good parts, and then put together the hardest one I could come up with. This one now has 3 pin and pin chambers, so I'm calling it my MT5 plus or minus. I'm going to be picking the pins anyway with this kind of offset left flag, but I'm going to be picking from the right over here. And the reason I'm doing that is after I set the sliders and come back to hit the inners, the having the flag kind of vertically offset just a little bit allows me to slide over the sliders and get underneath the pins without getting hung up too bad. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm picking this counterclockwise because there's some drill protection on this side of the plug that I'm afraid of. If I make a mistake gutting and I picked it counterclockwise, all I'm going to do is drop the drivers into the keyway, and that's easy to recover from. So that's what I'm doing. This one, it binds outer pins first and then the alpha spring, which most of the MT5 picking videos I've seen, people hit the alpha first. I'm not sure if the difference is just I'm picking counterclockwise or what, but all 3 of my locks bind outers, alpha, sliders, and inners. Oh, what did I mess up? 1. There we go. Got a little core rotation. So the outer pins are all set. I just need to hit the alpha. I'm just going to use a hook. Oh, where are you? Sometimes I have trouble finding this guy. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna go straight back on the right side, wait till I feel something a little different. Should be right there. Huh. There we go. And now for the sliders. Okay. There we go. Got a little movement there. I think that may be all of them. All 5 of the sliders do have false gates, but like I said, they're mastered. They've got big gaping double gates, so it's kind of easy to hit them all. There we go. Gave it a little wiggle and it turned farther. There was one that was just teetering on the edge of being in the gate. Should be just about there. Feel like that was all the inners, but what am I missing? I'm missing one somewhere. This is going to be another video like my interactive. I made one with multi-lock interactive with the serrated drivers and got through it really fast until I got to my very last inner. Couldn't find it. I spent forever looking for that last inner pin. I have no idea, like several minutes. And then eventually I poked some pin that I had poked 20 times before and it opened. Feel like that's happening all over again. It's a nightmare. Okay, I'm going to switch to a different flag. This one is a little bit narrower, so it's a little easier to get inside the outer pins. Huh. There we go. It's open. So, don't have a key for this, so I've put the long tailpiece on here so I don't screw it up when I'm trying to unscrew these. There's my follower. Okay, first thing to worry about with this is that ball bearing. So I'm just going to put my finger over the sidebar and let the bearing fall out. There we go. Okay. Sidebar and its springs. Go. Maybe we'll do the sliders. One fucker. I'm not giving any consideration to orientation because this is just a combination of parts, no key. I don't really care where stuff goes. There we go. It's a better tool. Okay. Okay. There's the plug. Really sloppy gutting. Okay, drivers. So all of these have the spooled inners, but there's no countermilling to match inside the outer key pins, which was kind of surprising. This would be, oops, went in the other hole. It'd be much more pick resistant if there was something for those to grab into, like in some of the interactives I've seen. But this is what it is. It does, the spooled inner, I mean, does have an effect, even on the non-pin and pin chambers. You'll go through and set the outer driver, and then get all the sliders, and then you have to come back and tap everything all over again to set the inners. And then the last one is just a standard on top here. Okay, that made a big mess of this, but let's see. There's a pin and pin, and there's a pin and pin. So 3 of those, all standards. You can see the sliders have, if you'll focus, do have false gates, but they've got these big ass double gates, and some of them here. Maybe if I unlock exposure, there we go. Come on, show the false gates. You suck. There they are. You can kind of see them. And then the sidebar. So there we go. Lockwood MT5 plus or minus.